Hello guys, this is me Shuhaib. Welcome to my new video. Today we are talking about WebRTC. What is WebRTC? Actually, it is a basic technology, web real-time communication. Before my videos, you can check the I have done about WebSocket. What is WebSocket? It is a protocol to we are using the chat application. When we are texting a message, we are our friends, means our next client, they will get the message instantly. How it's working? And the WhatsApp and Facebook Messenger, Instagram Messenger, all of the things using this WebSocket also, right? Yeah, I have already done about that. If you don't about that, you can check it. And today we are talking about WebRTC, that is web real time communication. It is a technology to use to transfer or to stream our video and the audio. Like, we are video calling through WhatsApp and Facebook and Instagram also. How it's working? Our video, how they will get, and how it's reaching to the. Yes, here we are using the web RTC to do that. This is a technology. Basically, it is a technology. Here we don't want any server. We will connect it to the next client. Means I will say like client one, and I will say next client two. You guys think about that. Just assume it. And the client one connecting to the client two. This is a peer-to-peer connection. Here, so we don't want any server, but we need server initially to we need require the server initially to establish this connection. And here client one sent, or client one video calling. They started video calling, and he will receive the call, and he will take the call. Then they can communicate together, right? This is video calling is working. And video streaming, what the how is the video streaming is working? Here he just started his live, and all of the followers can see his live, right? Yeah. What are things are doing here? Now we can check how they will connect. First of all, in technical term, one term is there, SDP. That is nothing but session description protocol. The session description protocol include in our configurations also. What are the things in our devices, and our like, if you are using phone, what are the application you are using, like WhatsApp and Instagram. Then the SDP protocol containing the all of the things, some configurations files, and we are sending this configuration file to the server, like SDP. We are sending a SDP to the server. Then the server will receive our SDP, and the server will send the SDP to the client 2, right? The client 2 receive our SDP, and the client 2 store the SDP to their local storage. Now we are using Google Meet and Zoom through the browser. Now what will happen? One browser will send to the SDP to the server, and server send it to the SDP to their browser, and they will store the SDP in their browser local storage, right? And after that, client 2 send the SDP to the server, and server reply us the client 1 the SDP, and the client 1 also got what? The client 2's SDP. So here client 1 has the SDP of the client 2, and the client 2 has SDP of the client 1. They have they have contained each other's SDPs, configurations files. Yes, they got the configuration file, but they don't know how to connect that, how to connect each other, how they will connect each other, right? Yes, here we can say about connection. Here, this is the initial stage to connect a client 1 to client 2 through this. Here what will happen? Here the client 1 sent ICE candidate keys, ICE candidate to the server, and the server sent it to the ICE candidate to the client 2. Here what will got client 2? Client 2 got ICE candidate of the client 1. So means we can say in our simple term we are giving our network information to the client 2, right? And the client 2 also give the ICE candidate to the server, and server will reply to the client 1, right? Here what will happening, here they will establish a connection, you know, they will share their configuration file, and they shared their network informations also. So they connected each other, so they can send the data from here to here. Here what will happen, then don't need any server after establishing. Here they connected each other to the like peer-to-peer connection, right? They can send the data from here to here, they don't want any server. And what will they set like a data or segments and packet, you know, about OSI layer. I have already done about OSI layer also. In transport layer we are deciding to TCP connection on UDP connection. Sometimes like we are using UDP for streaming because we don't want any established connection. We just you know just sending our packets through the network. And the UDP is very fastest connection, better than like TCP, but TCP is the established connection with three-way handshaking. In three-way handshaking, what will happen, the acknowledgement and you know acknowledgement and synchronization, it's going to server and each other, and they will know, and they know each other. Yes, I am who is that, yes I know him. And the each server means each clients know who is that, means together they know. So what will happen, they can send easily from here to there, right? Like that only in WebRTC. So after establishing connection, they know very well, and they will send the data to, as a signals. We can say about that data called like signals. So here what will have, they can send the data from here to there through the signals. The signals receive server, and server like send the signals to the client. Actually it's not like that. Actually they have turn and saturn, some configurations also is there, and then they will send the signals from here to there. They have the address, right? Yes. Here the WebRTC is working. I think you guys got about WebRTC. And in Google we are where we are using WebRTC when we are creating a web application like video call and social applications. There we can use WebRTC like in API keys, through the API keys available. So we can use and create our WebRTC application through the API keys, and it is very fun and it's very useful. Maybe I am user Socket.io. I thought, oh, Socket.io is very difficult to learn, and Socket.io, you know, is lot of code is there. But when I'm using Socket.io, that time I feel that, you know, guys, it's very simple, less coding. It's very simple to understand, and we can understand what is going on there. And like that only WebRTC is also we can understand what is going on there. Maybe this video helping to understand what is WebRTC, and you guys must try to code and to work with WebRTC. And this is me Shuhaib. I'm signing off. Thank you.